Good evening to all of you and greetings on the occasion of the 72nd Republic Day of India. Mayor Sylvester Turner, Judge, County Judge K.P. George, members of our diaspora and community who have gathered with us today. It gives me great pleasure to welcome States in several cities and towns. People have celebrated the Republic Day of India with great zeal and fervor, which represents our community, which is based here and which is a strong partner in the socio-economic development of the cities and towns where they live. As we celebrate the 72nd Republic Day, India, which is the largest democracy of the world with 1.3 billion people, stands on a cusp of immense potential and opportunities. We have a very large young population. More than half of our people are below 29 years of age and young and dynamic and inspiring to take the country to greater heights. We also have strong institutions, a vibrant civil society and free media. India during the recent pandemic has put out a very robust and proactive response to the pandemic. We have very less number of cases now. We have 2 vaccines which are being produced in India. We have one of the biggest vaccination drives in the world going on in India, and keeping our tradition of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is a family. India is also reaching out to many countries in the neighborhood and other countries, and you must have seen our vaccines are being distributed globally to many countries, and we are sharing our expertise and whatever we have learned during this pandemic with our neighbors, keeping our tradition of sharing. The government under the able leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has continued with transformative measures, historic legislations, and extension of social welfare programs with providing basic amenities to all, and a stimulus package for economic recovery. And recently we are seeing green shoots of recovery in our economy, which is a very positive step. And we are anticipating a very big spurt. The IMF figures today, which have just come out, anticipate a very big spurt of recovery in India, which is great positive news for all of us. And it has been a challenging year for all of us, but I think we have learned a lot in this year, but also overcome these challenges, especially in India with such diversity and so many people and so many states, so many complexities, but people have really lived up to the occasion and dealt with this situation. As 2 vibrant democracies, largest democracies in the world with open and multicultural societies and commonalities in culture, shared values, India and United States are natural partners, which is evident by our community, which is based across United States, and a very vibrant community which is based in this part of United States as well. Houston has a very large growing community. We have a big growing community in Dallas, in Austin, in Colorado, Nebraska, all states, and I think they are great partners for us in whatever work we are doing. Our comprehensive strategic partnership with the United States is broad-based, with growing engagement in areas like energy. Houston is the energy capital, and with defense, security, trade and investment, and people-to-people contact. And with this part of the United States, I have already mentioned, we share a very strong connect. The beautiful city of Houston, I came in last year here, and I think I am reminded of the Republic Day last year when we celebrated it here. So I just completed 1 year here. It's a very warm people, beautiful city, and much to offer here culturally. Otherwise, the diversity of the city, it is home to NASA. It is home to the largest medical center in the world, the rodeo, which is so famous, and also the lifestyle. I have actually traveled around whatever opportunity I had in Texas, and I really love the way people live, the outdoors, the ranches in which they live, and they are all outdoor athletic people, which inspires all of us to keep our health in shape. For this coming year, we have drawn out a roadmap of events and activities. Even in the last year, you have witnessed that despite the pandemic, on trade and investment front in areas like healthcare and medical research, we have hundreds of collaborations which have actually happened, including with companies in Houston. Companies from this part of the United States have gone and invested in India. Companies from India have come and invested here in areas, in diverse areas. We are partnering with states from southern United States. Across these states, we did events with New Mexico. We have done events with Colorado. We have done events with Arkansas. We're going to do one with Oklahoma. And what I sense here is a great amount of desire on both sides, which is the most important thing for us diplomats, because wherever we go, we get the ecosystem where we have to find our way through, and if you serve in a country and people are friendly and people have a matching desire, our work becomes much easier. Areas like medical research, aerospace, defense, information communication technologies, logistics, energy, innovation and manufacturing offer great potential. The Greater Houston Partnership is a big partner for us. India is rapidly growing as the investor in Houston. We have in the last 4 years amongst the most rapidly growing partnership, which is evident by the growing size of our community and the range of their activities. We have recently announced a new education policy, which is a historic change in our education system. It is actually going to make many multidisciplinary courses, clusters, and bring together many institutions across India. It is really historic. We are working with institutions across southern United States, including with University of Houston, Rice University, and many institutions to build institutional linkages and joint research programs, exchanges, which will lead to more people-to-people contact. Already we have a large number of Indian students who are studying here, who contribute to innovation, science, research, and work here. To deepen our cultural ties, Mayor and Judge, you would recall that we celebrated conclusion of Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary at the Herman Park, which I think was deeply appreciated by people, and we went outdoor, and it was again a very beautiful day, and did a cultural program there, and that again is one of the linkages we have here, but we will do many other events. We have a lot of dance institutions here, we have a lot of schools here. We have the India Culture Center, which is represented here, and they just put out a program, and I saw during this pandemic, I have really sensed that the Indian community here is really, they have reached out to people, their own communities. I have been part of so many food distribution drives, and both of you are witness to that. And we continue to do that, but I have also seen in their own small towns, in the places where they live, whether it is temples, mosques, churches, gurdwaras, they have all gone, reached out. To students, they have reached out to Indian Hotel Association, for example, the Association of Hoteliers here during the beginning of the pandemic, they offered support. Whoever we reached out, I have not in this last 1 year seen anyone refusing to help us. And I think that is a great positive. We recently had a ceremony for the youth who are based here. And I was truly impressed by the activities of some of the youth who are representing these many temples and organizations, and how they have reached out and done their own activities and leadership role. The 2-3 things which I have definitely picked up from this pandemic is that I think human spirit triumphs. And that I continue to believe very strongly, that we can overcome any challenge provided we are united. We also continue to count our blessings, and at the consulate we have had more than 30,000 calls on our helplines, but we have responded to them. And these calls are, I tell people, are human calls, where these are not like calls which is a marketing call or something. Every person is in some position of a need, and we are on the Vande Bharat flights. Fortunately, between India and United States, the flight connectivity has been very good right from May onwards. There are no restrictions, and people are able to travel, which actually makes it easier for the large community which is based here to travel. But we will reach out to everyone and assist, and definitely we have promised everyone that if you are in need of assistance, we will help you, and we have lived up to that because of the support we have received from the great community and the associations, organizations, and mayor from the city of Houston and County Judge, your Fort Bend County, and the work all of you are doing and people you are doing. We have received many congratulatory messages today. I just received a message from Senator Cruz, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee, Senator Cornyn, and Congressman Al Green, and many other dignitaries on this happy occasion. They are all working with us closely, which is really a great source of inspiration for all of us. And I really thank both of you for taking out the time, coming today to be part of our Republic Day celebrations. It inspires all of us. And it also inspires, I think, everyone that we will get over this challenging situation soon, howsoever challenging it may be, with the vaccine candidates and vaccination drives, and people having adapted over the last 1 year, they will be able to overcome this. I look forward to the continued support of you, Mayor, and County Judge, and of course all our other well-wishers, dignitaries, and members of the community for our various initiatives to strengthen the India-US partnership and take it to greater heights, and we will remain connected in this year. Thank you again.
And he loves the country, and he has been supportive, and not to mention his unwavering support for the mega event, Howdy Modi. So thank you so much, and I welcome our honorable mayor, my mayor, our mayor, Sylvester Turner.
Glad to be here. To the Consul General, thank you for your very gracious remarks. I know it's been about a year since you have been here, and it's an honor to have you in the Houston region. I certainly value the relationship that we have established. I look forward to building on that relationship, and then thank you for your remarks. And this is a beautiful day. You just could not have picked a better day to be outside, so thank you so very, very much. To my good friend, County Judge K.P. George. Let me just, to him and to all of you, how proud I am of the judge's leadership. He has been just a stellar, strong leader, not just for Fort Bend, for our region as a whole. And he is the first India descent county judge. And he has made us all proud. So I want you to know that I have valued the relationship that we have established working together between, and there's some of Houston and Fort Bend, but the leadership of County Judge K.P. George has been stellar. So thank you for what you continue to do in representing all of us. And let me just say good evening to everyone. Happy Republic Day, the 72nd. So happy Republic Day, and it's just a joy to be with each and every one of you. Many of you I've come to know very well. Some of you traveled with me when we went to India not too long ago. And so it's just an honor to be with you all today. The last 10 months have just been unprecedented. Simply been unprecedented. And not just in the Houston, Harris County, Fort Bend region, and not just in this country, but across the globe. But nonetheless, we are still standing, and we are here. And it's just an honor of mine to be here on this Republic Day as we celebrate the independence of India, the signing of the Constitution in 1950, and a reminder, as someone said, that freedom is not free. And freedom is not often given. Many times it has to be taken. And for India to be the largest democracy on the face of the earth, and the relationship between India and the United States, it's just a relationship that needs to be respected and admired across the globe. I cannot tell you how much pride I had on the Howdy Modi event. When over 50,000 people were at the NRG Stadium. It was, and viewed by millions all around the globe. That was a very, very proud moment. And I too want to thank all of those who participated in helping to make that happen. I was equally proud when a large delegation, when we traveled to India. It was my first time. It will not be my last time. And let me tell you, one of the greatest joys I get when I look at my phone and I get a text message from a Swami Ji out of New Delhi, even to this day. So the relationships that we were able to establish there, the opportunity to sit down and visit with the Vice President of India, very special moments. In fact, when we were there, we were told, and I was told, Mayor, you're not going to have very much time. Number one, we didn't know we were going to get a chance to meet with the Vice President. That's number one. It was not on the itinerary. Secondly, we were told may not be very much time with him, but he was very, very gracious with his time. And the business relationships that were established will long benefit both India and the city of Houston. And because of those relationships, India is one of our top trading partners. over $10 billion annually. And just in 2019, that increased by more than 40%. So the relationship is strong. Consul General, I know that you service 8 states. And I noticed that you mentioned Dallas and Austin. And I know you're the Consul General in 8 states and Dallas and Austin. But all pale in comparison to the city of Houston as well. And so let me say, as the mayor of this city, I am very proud of the relationship we established. I look forward to building on that relationship. I look forward to doing everything on our part to increasing the not only the business ties, but the cultural ties as well.
Is because in the past, sometime I thought, we need to engage more into our community as a community, Indian community. We need to engage into, our local communities. There is a great need. The last few years, and especially last 1 year, Indian community, I'm so proud to say that you all came out, did so much, and I'm so proud to see that, like sometime, walking with you and talking with you, I'm one among you, and I'm representing Fort Bend County, which is only had 52,000 people in the 1970 census. The new census numbers haven't come out yet. It is not out there, but we know it is around 850,000 people. So we added 800,000 people in the last 50 years. And I remember 22 years ago when I left Queens, New York, people asked me, "You're going to Houston?" So somebody told me, I heard there are people ride horse to work. and so also they said, "Oh, you'll be wearing a cowboy hat and all. I don't know what you look like in that outfit," kind of thing. And the same county and same region is the most diverse in the country. And Fort Bend County, obviously established in 1837, 183 years history last 2 years. I'm the first person of any color to be elected to serve, to lead the county, and it is an honor and privilege. And I always say this, it is not about me. It is the people of Fort Bend County did that, and I'm absolutely, every single day, I use my energy and power to serve the citizens of Fort Bend County. And in that process, I tell you, when I have some questions, I always call Mayor. And I do, I'm not joking about that, because sometimes I don't know what is this or what is that. And recently I had to ask a question to Mayor. "Mayor, what are you thinking and what you're doing?" And so I look up to him as a mentor, and honored to have that friendship. But I just wanted to say we are assembled here to talk about our Republic Day. And obviously a nation was born 2.5 years before, but the structure and the infrastructure, the system made what India today. That happened 71 years ago. And this is the 72nd Republic Day, and it's always a proud and privilege to celebrate along with you all. As you know, I grew up in India, and we always celebrated it.
No
happiness and to the comprehensive strategic partnership and deepening of the India-US partnership. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Past be overshadowed by the greater days of our future between India and the Houston-Fort Bend region.